Hello and welcome back to Calm Lands with me, Mrs. Sim Gamer. I hope you are incredibly well today. So, we're back. It's now May, and today I'm going to be doing a lot of work, and I'm going to probably put as much of this in a time lapse as possible, because for me to progress, I'm going to need to, guys. I'm going to need to sit back and just graft. Plan for today, get enough wood chips done to buy myself a baler. Once I've got myself a baler, guess what? I'll be able to afford to, well, not afford to, get started cutting our land, which is primary income number 2. So, I am going to get to work, my lovely friends. I'll try and find some decent music for you to listen to. That's my second responsibility here. Gamer first, DJ second. And I hope you can enjoy it. And then once we have some silage done, we could either sell it or start thinking about cows. So we have a lot of opportunity. Whether we want to have cows, they're quite hard to look after. I don't know. These are all questions I don't have the answer to yet. That's the nice thing about a challenge. You don't know where it's going to lead you. And it gives us the opportunity to have a bit of fun in the meantime. So, let's do this. Progress has definitely been made, hey? Let's have a look at the balers. Do have a couple of mods installed. So there's one here for 12,000. I can actually afford that now. But is that wrappable with the wrapper I've got? So that's 180, 240. I don't think so. No, I need circular. Right, okay, so let's have another look. Let's see what we're going to aim to buy then. That's probably going to be the best bet. So they're 30,000 each. That's 20,000, and it does round 125 centimetre. That's pretty decent. I thought I had more than that, you know. .45 horsepower. These are 30. They run at 9 miles an hour. That runs at 9 miles an hour as well. Okay. I mean, the big downside to that is the sheer volume of fails I'll need to handle. But it is one that we can use. So 20,000 is what we're aiming to get. So that's another 2-3 trailer loads, I think. I better get to it.
Might have had a chance, but I still think twice about what might have been in another life. We could have made it work, and when we think back, it might not hurt.
You were a slippery slope in the middle of a rainstorm. I thought, what's the harm? I'm already soaked to the bone. And so I let myself go. Thought I could use the thrill while it was pouring still. Could have dragged me below, but you made me float. Now that the clouds have passed, I wonder what we could have had under a different circumstance.
In another life, we might have had a chance, but I still think twice about what might have been. In another life, we could have made it work, and when we think back, it might not hurt.
You were a passing glance. We could have brushed on by, gone about our lives, but we gave it a chance. I thought this would pass. I made it clear where I stand. If we should deviate, then I would let you stray. Enjoy what we have while it lasts. Now that I have the time, I wonder if I've chosen right, letting you go without a fight.
In another life, we might have had a chance, and I still think twice about what might have been. In another life, we could have made it work, and when we think back, it might not hurt. Think back, think back, think back.
about what might have been. In another life, we could have made it work. And when we think back, it might not hurt. In another life, we might have had a chance, but I still think twice about what might have been. In another life, we could have made it work. And when we think back, it might not hurt. Oh, in another life, oh, in another life, oh, in another life, yeah.
And we did it, guys. We did it. We've got 21,183. As you can see right at the end, I ended up just pulling a tree for speed, getting it sold to push us over that line. That line being, we can now finally buy that baler. So let's go to the shop, shall we, and spend some money. We know which one we're getting. So this is going to be super duper fast for us. Straight down to balers. All the way along. And here it is. No, it's speed limit. None. Upstairs in a corner. Eh? Speed limit? No, thank you. I don't need... We don't need additional slowdowns. What the devil? Okay. I will see you back at the farm. Okay, everybody, here we go. Here is the mass car. Now, this is my unofficial yard, so I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to go and grab our mower. And you know what? Get mowing. Now, the only difficult thing about mowing in this type of circumstance is really knowing where to mow. We're going to have to try and figure out our field boundaries the best we can. Now, I should be okay without any form of weight with this. It's pretty light. So, I've got the mini-map down on the left-hand side. Now it's my job to try and figure out which angle I'm driving. Okay. I'm going to start here. Oh. Interesting. The meadow grass is giving nothing. So we're gonna have to seed ourselves. I didn't see that coming. Plot twist. That is a plot twist. And a half. I did not see that coming. Right. Okay. So let's stop there. I may as well just do my field boundary. So I know And instead, I will plough us in a field. Probably not that far, actually. Oh, yes, but I'll do a little... if I come across here... then I'll turn in. Then I will turn round. I want to give enough space to our wood operation. Now I know I could have switched out to my plough to do this, but I want to be able to focus on the lines with the plough. Now, of course, we don't have a seeder either. So I will... like I've just done here, I'm going to marked out land, plough it in, get it prepped, then we'll earn the money to get a seeder, just like we did with the baler. Everything's been done backwards. Oh, this is just hilarious. This is just hilarious. Yeah, I'm gonna keep using the agri for this. I'm also just going to move this out of the way because I want to sharpen the corner up. Okay. Am I using... Ah, yeah. I forgot this one sort of hangs at an angle when you use it. So there I was thinking we were going to be doing some grass work. Turns out that's not happening for us. For now, let's just tidy and prep, basically. That's all we can do. Okay, let's pop that on the ground. At least we get to use this for the first time. Our nice plough. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap, not a massive one, just a little bit. Let's see how this copes. Oh, pretty well actually. 7 miles an hour. Okay guys, sit back, relax. I'm going to put this on a time lapse. Enjoy. So now the field is ploughed in and it's looking great actually. It's quite a good space. The one thing that was a little bit odd was if I show you the mini-map, let's open it up to that size. Can you see my field boundaries? Hopefully you can see it big enough. In fact, if I do this, you can even see it here on the field boundaries. I wasn't able to go to my field boundary completely. But then I'm not sure if I have a look at that. Can you see? I was able to mow up until here, which is my boundary. But I was only able to plough to about here. So that was a little bit on the odd side, I'll be honest with you. I wasn't really sure why that was the case. It's going to be interesting to see whether I can place anything else on here. But if we go to construction mode and have a little flyover, this is still a really decent amount of space. Yes, okay, we've lost a bit of a sliver there. I just squared it up-ish. This it's not a perfect angular. So if we put in grass seeds, that will give us. We've now got the baler, we've got the mower, we've got the row, and we've got the wrapper, so we can do the silage. So I think we're in quite a good position with that. As far as looking at arable crops, the hardest thing is going to be finding a harvester that doesn't go over the horsepower mark. So we do have one there which is 175 horsepower, so that's probably the only one in base game. I do have some downloaded, so that's 100 horse, 100, 120. So we do have a few options, and that's 19,000 for 100 horsepower. So again, that's probably our best bet. It might be worth just waiting and spend another 5 grand, and you can get a slightly higher capacity for the 2.5 to 2.8 meters cubed. But yeah. That was my only thing of when we get to that stage, because we all know that harvesters have high horsepower because they're big bits of kit, right? But thankfully, even in base game, there is one. But we will be using something from the mod hub to make sure that we can afford it. But for now, we need to be able to get to that point. The idea is I need to find a seeder, which we could afford again. But the next episode, there will be some form of logging. I might do some logging now and just fill this up. So then the first thing we do in the next episode is go and sell this. I think that's probably the best bet. So I will just sit here and fill another truck up. Another trailer up, apologies. And then we can start the next episode off. I think ×5 is a decent measure. I might go to ×6 because then we get a full day per episode. And then that will be good for weather and things like that throughout the day. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. And most importantly, just thank you so much for watching, and make sure to comment and let me know what you think of my progress so far. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.